Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a video of some essentials that I recommend doing every single day or every other day. And it's essential because if you have been doing and practicing self-massage and face massage for a while, but you are struggling to see results and you're questioning why you're not getting results, well, there are some fundamentals that have to happen alongside the self-massage practice that will then deliver and then will give you results. And if you're ignoring those things, then most likely you can massage away as much as you want, but you're not going to see results because those things haven't been addressed. And here I'm talking about posture, tension. Of course, there's things like lifestyle and stress and, stress load and sleep. But I'm gonna show you a couple of things that I recommend doing as much as you can to help with that. And this video has been sparked by a message that I got on Instagram from a lady who said, I've been working on my 11 lines and I've been following your videos and I do the frown lines video all the time, but they're not getting better. And of course, it's hard to answer messages like this because if I haven't seen you, I don't know what you're working with. I don't know what you are doing. I don't know what you're doing outside of that video, what your lifestyle is like, what your water intake is like, how do you sleep, how much tension you have in your neck and your shoulders, because everything is connected. You can't work on something in isolation. You have to think about it as one whole thing. And it's the same way as you can't lose weight by going to the gym and just working on your upper body. So we're going to start with the posture, which is the most important thing. So I'm going to bring my hands behind my head. As you inhale, you're going to open up through the chest, and as you exhale, just round gently forward. So if we have tension in the chest, if we're constantly rounding forward and leaning forward, then gravity will always take over. You will see sagging in the jawline, drooping eyelids, wrinkles in the forehead. So we have to make sure that our chest stays open and our shoulder blades are constantly pulling back and down. And then I'm going to keep my shoulders back, try to drop them down so they're not up here. Open your arms out into goalposts, and then I'm going to slide them up and then slide them down. So always think about pushing your shoulders back. Imagine there's a wall behind you and you're brushing your palms and your elbows past that wall. And also mobilizing your shoulders, mobilizing your neck will allow for a better flow of fluids away from the face. So if you're working with a lot of fluid, water retention, puffiness, then you have to get rid of the tension for those fluids to flow. So a couple more, really squeezing those shoulder blades together and back. And breathing nice and deep. And then we're going to work with our platysma. So I'm going to bring my fingertips just under my collarbone and place them flat against my chest. So we're going to pull onto our platysma. So your platysma is sheet-like muscle that goes up towards your cheek and then all the way down and connects below your collarbone. So I'm going to hold on to that connection. I'm going to drop my chin towards the collarbone. Pull it down, so I'm pressing my fingers into my skin and pulling down, and then I'm going to stretch my chin away, all the way. So you will feel that lengthening of this sheet-like muscle all the way from your fingertips to the top of your chin, or the tip of your chin. And then release, and do the same. So again, you've got these pathways going down the sides of your neck. Most important, where the lymph drains down, blood flow. We've got all sorts of nerves around there, vagal nerve. And one more. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So if there is tension here and you're constantly walking like this, again, this is all going to go down. There's only one way. If you're constantly leaning forward. So just stretching our platysma. And because it is such a large muscle, it takes a lot of weight on itself. So it will have a really big effect on how much it pulls things. And if it's shortening, imagine it's shortening. So if it's shortening, this is what it's going to do. It's going to start pulling it down. And what happens when it pulls down? this is what's happening. So it's all very connected, and just understanding it is very helpful. I talk a lot about muscles, and you know, I give graphs of lymphatic and muscles in my book. So if you're interested in understanding it a little bit deeper, then I couldn't recommend the book enough. Stretching away, fingertips pull down, chin pulls away. And then we're going to also stretch it from the center. So palms onto the chest and stretch up. You can even push your bottom jaw up and forward. Nice. And now we're going to massage our scalp. So I like to massage them with my thumbs. So I'm going to open up my palms, place my thumbs just at the base of the skull, and start massaging along the hairline. So I'm going in like circular movements like this, leaning my head back a little bit so I'm not creating tension in the neck. And just massaging at the base of the skull. So scalp is very closely connected to your face. It's the same sheet of skin. So if there is stagnation again in the scalp, we're going to massage along the whole head. Then again, the fluids can't flow freely if there is stagnation in the aponeurosis, in the fascial net. We want mobility, we want life force, we want energy to be able to flow freely through all of those tissues and layers. And then fingers in peace signs in front and behind the ear. And of course, we're going to do a little bit of lymphatic drainage as well. So again, essential to open up your lymph nodes, especially your collarbones, before any massage. You have to do it. Otherwise, all that fluid that you have moved around will pull down. It will pull down, wanting to go out. You've released it away from those puffy eyes, puffy jaws, but you didn't open the doors. So it will all flush back. So that's why it's really important to work with the collarbones. 1/3 of your body, your right arm, right chest, right shoulder, drains into your right collarbone. The rest of your body drains into your left collarbone. The rest of your body, your legs, your head, your arm, everything, into your left collarbone. So that's how important it is to work with this area. And then on the neck, I'm gonna go a little pulls down. So I press into the skin, down, in and down. So I'm moving the skin, not rubbing my hands up and down. My hands stay exactly in the same place. I am moving the skin into the armpits. And then I'm going to show you how to release your diaphragm. Your diaphragm is this sheet-like muscle, sits just below your rib cage, separates the organs, very closely connected to your nervous system. Tight diaphragm most of the times means anxiety, nervousness. We can't take full breaths. We can't tap into that parasympathetic state. So I'm gonna scoot you guys here, and we're gonna locate our ribs. So you can do it with t-shirt down, t-shirt up. So I'm gonna locate my rib cage, get my fingertips right under the ribs, take a nice deep breath in. And as I breathe out, I lean into my palms and my fingers go right under my rib cage. So I'm pressing into that muscle. And then I'll take another breath in and leaning into it. You can do this seated, you can do this standing, whatever feels good. Let's move the hands a little bit out. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull. So many of my clients come to me and they have a tight diaphragm. When it's tight, you can't breathe fully. So we stay in this fight and flight response, which will inevitably create inflammation in the body. Let's take an inhale. So I've been moving outwards and release. So you might feel a lot of resistance here. And if you do, don't be discouraged. It's just a sign that there's a little bit more work to do. Always see everything as an opportunity. Don't be discouraged about it and something is not working. So these are just a couple of things that I would recommend doing. Keep it in mind if you are not just working with your face, just your whole body. Because like I say, Everything is connected, and if you're ignoring one thing, the other thing might not get to where you want it to be. So any questions, let me know. And I write a lot in my book about the benefits of self-massage and how it affects all the systems in our body, not just our nervous system, and not how it affects, you know, our face. You've got graphs of lymphatics, you've got graphs of different muscles and things like that. And you know, there is a basically a routine for everything that I could think of, not just physical but also emotional. That's me. So I definitely recommend getting it. It's not an expensive tool, and it's just a great tool that will last your lifetime. And thank you so much for watching, as always, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye.